Come on, follow me. What are you waiting for?
Well, why are we here?
Follow me and you find out.
Just exactly where did Dougie die?
That very spot.
I'm not staying here.
No, you don't.
Look,
You cost me money.
You'd be wondering where I am.
You've been spreading lies about me. Now, the least you can do is listen to my side of the story. Now, come on. There's something upstairs I want to show you.
I'll get that for us, will you, love?
What am I, the butler?
It'll be Aid. You can tell him he's not invited to the wedding.
I'm not telling him.
Then bring him in here and I'll tell him.
Oh, so he's welcome in the house but not at the wedding?
Not welcome, no. While you're on your feet.
Yeah, I know. Right, I'm coming!
Hurry up, Bethany wants you.
Hi, sweetheart. I'm sorry to knock so late. I lost my key. How are you?
I'm brilliant. Wasn't for me.
Oh dear, what's up with Madam?
She's been a teenager. Sit down, I'll put the kettle on.
Make yourself at home while I have a look in my handbag.
Cheers, Dove. All right, Ash. Max. Oh, he has me in stitches, this fella. Look at that.
What are you doing here again?
He's come for the money to do the garden.
We don't need the garden doing.
Oh, yes, we do. And as you're too busy, Les is going to do it for us. For a very reasonable price, too.
You won't get cheaper than me, cocker.
And don't worry, I'm paying for it. My treat. Oh, I'm a bit short at the moment, Les.
I need the money up front, though, to buy materials.
Ashley, can you give Les £60?
I thought it were your treat.
Ash, just give him the money.
Here, only got 30 quid on there. And give me the rest when you finish the job.
OK.
The old lady who owned it hadn't done any work on it for something like 30 years. The roof leaked, the foundations were gone, and the smell. It was uninhabitable. But I saw the potential. And now, look at it now.
It's very nice.
Nice?
No, it's very nice indeed.
Every fixture and fitting in this flat is top of the range. Anybody, Norris, anybody would be proud to call this place home.
You've done a really good job.
I've sweated blood to get it like this. You wouldn't believe what I've gone through, the risks I've taken, the time and the money I've invested. The sleepless nights.
It's a credit to you, Richard, it really is, but I just want to go home.
Take off your shoes.
Beg your pardon?
Take off your shoes.
I'd rather not.
Do you really think I'm capable of killing someone? Because if the answer's yes, you better do as you're told, aren't you?
Oh, look, you're really scaring me now, Richard.
I'm not trying to scare you, Norris. I'm simply trying to make a point. So please, take off those ridiculous shoes.
No, I know I had my doubts about Richard to begin with. I can't deny that. But I was wrong. I'm always big enough to admit it when I'm wrong. No, he's a lovely man. He'll make a wonderful husband. And the children love him, right? And he'll make a wonderful father if, No, I'm not prying. It's all right.
What you on about, ma'am?
I've made a will.
You're a man who rents a room in a terraced house in Weatherfield. Now tell me, Norris, have you ever, in all your days, felt a carpet like that beneath your feet?
No.
Walk around, feel the quality, then lie on the bed, sit on the sofa, have a look at the bathroom and the kitchen. Go on, make yourself at home.
I just want to go.
Do it. I want you to have a good look round.
All right. All right.
Well, it always felt a bit like tempting fate, I suppose. I don't know. I mean, maybe working with Archie in his business, it makes you think.
I bet it does.
The final hairdo, The one you can't complain about. Oh, comes to us all one day, I suppose.
Oh, man, will you shut up? You're giving me the creeps.
Anyway, the point is, I've finally made a will.
And what's in it? How you want your hair done?
Oh. Well, you're in it, of course, so when I'm gone, at least I'll know you and Richard be well provided for.
Right. Well, I think it's time I was going.
Me too. Can you wheel the phone in for me? It's on a trolley in the corridor.
Yes, of course. Look, I'll come again after school tomorrow, if that's all right.
Oh, I'll be long gone by then.
Oh, good. Well, look, would you like me to come and pick you up?
No, I'm going to give Archie a ring. He'll do it.
So I take it you and Archie are friendly again.
Just get the phone, please, Ken.
When I was about 10, me and my mum went to stay at my Auntie June's. She lived in Hertfordshire. And when we arrived, she showed us to the spare room. And I remember my mum sitting on the bed, taking off her shoes and burying her toes in this thick, white carpet. And she looked at me and she said, "Richard, we should be living like this." I've never forgotten it. And when we got home, the first thing she did was order a new carpet for the front room. Fitted carpet, one that touched the walls, that needed proper underlay instead of the evening news, that didn't need a rug covering the patch where the old fireplace had been. Anyway, a couple of days after it was fitted, she was up a ladder painting a picture rail and she dropped a tin of white gloss on it. And that was the first time I ever saw her cry. All night long she cried. And there was nothing I could do to make it better.
Of course, nowadays you'd have advised her to take out proper insurance.
Gail and I argued about the carpets here. She said it was all wooden floors people wanted these days. But to me, real luxury is a quality carpet. Anyway, we compromised. Got a bit of both.
I still don't understand what I'm doing here.
Now you've seen it, I want you to tell me how much you think it's worth.
No idea.
Each apartment's on the market for more than £120,000. One of them's already sold. The rest will go in no time. How much is Emily Bishop's home reversion scheme worth to me? 20 grand. Now, do you really think that someone in my position, with a family to support, would risk killing someone for a measly 20 grand?
How much would you risk killing somebody for?
The house next door but one went for 130,000, so that was in April. Then Alma left me 40,000, and then there's a salon. I mean, I've really no idea what that's worth with today's prices, but I mean, it's a good little business.
Mum, I don't want your money.
Well, you won't be getting it for a long time yet, I hope. No, it'll just be a comfort to know that when I'm finally gone, that, well, you'll be looked after.
And what about Stephen?
No, Stephen's doing very well in Canada.
We're doing very well. Richard's thriving.
Yes, sweetheart, don't be offended. I mean, what I mean is, you've got the children, the grandchildren. At this moment, your need is greater. And I trust you. I know that you'll make sure everybody gets their fair share when I'm gone.
Will you stop talking about dying? It's morbid.
Oh.
You're a vicious gossip, Norris.
I'm not listening to any more of this.
I'm finished with you yet.
Let go of me.
Listen to me.
Oh, open the door. I want to call the police.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have lost my temper like that.
Let's just go home, eh?
I'm a family man, Norris. I'm a breadwinner. It's all I ever wanted to be. Everything I've ever done. I did it for my family. Everything. I grew up with wood chip and lino and mouldy shower curtains. But Gail and David and Sarah and Bethany, they'll want for nothing. And I'll always be there for them. We're going to have a family home. That's my dream. And I've worked hard to make that dream come true. Now tell me, Norris, what's wrong with that?
Nothing.
So, why are you getting in my way? Why are you trying to turn my clients against me? Why are you trying to ruin me?
I'm not.
Because you're a sad and lonely man with nothing better to do. Because gossip makes you feel important. Well, I don't see why my business or my family should suffer just to add a bit of colour to your drab little life.
Perhaps I have misunderstood you, Richard, but you did threaten me, didn't you?
To shut you up. But it didn't work, did it? So, after everything I've said, after everything I've shown you, if you still have your suspicions, don't talk to Emily or Rita or Vera Duckworth. Tell the police. Tell them that I've brought you here against your will. Tell them that I've frightened you. Tell them whatever you want. If you still think I'm up to something, just press send. Go on, Norris, I dare you. Let's get it over with once and for all. Press the button or leave me alone.
This morning. It's not like him to be late.
No, he's probably up to his neck in this Commonwealth Games stuff. The sooner that starts, the better.
Yeah, for all of us.
Are you that keen to get behind a counter again?
I'd start today if I could.
Things not going any better then?
I'm living on borrowed time, Rita, like every mother in the country.
Well, why is that?
Well, haven't you heard? School holidays start next week.
Oh, that.
And Rosie is at it already. She hates me. She hates the house. She wishes she could go and live with Kevin.
What have you done this time?
Can't afford for her to go away on holiday.
Well, couldn't Kevin help there?
Well, I'm keeping him at arm's length at the moment, Rita. He's been a bit funny lately. He wants to move back in.
With you and the girls? He wants to get back together?
Well, he says he doesn't. He said it's a practical thing to help with sharing the bills and so on.
But you don't believe him?
Well, would you?
Oh, thanks, love.
You were back late last night?
Yeah, difficult client. Got it sorted in the end, though.
Talking of difficult.
Morning.
Hiya.
Want a cuppa?
No. Have you seen the wipes?
Yeah. Here. Don't mention it.
Thank you, Mother.
What's all that about?
Me banning Aid from the wedding.
Not banning him and only make him seem more attractive, you know.
He's a bad influence on her.
Do you want your bridesmaid scowling all the way through the service?
You think I should let him come?
Well, think of the photos. With Aid. Without Aid.
I've been doing a bit of church research.
A bit of what?
Church research, you know, for the christening.
We'll do that, Doreen.
Oh, I don't mind. Now, I've been thinking. St Luke's is nearby, and it's got a lovely function room. But the church itself is one of them modern things. Looks more like a canteen than a place of worship.
Where's my butter?
Oh, sorry. I thought you'd finished with it. You should be on a low-fat spread anyway. I tell you what, I'll cook you both a healthy dinner today. One of my homemade vegetable soups and a nice salad. 12:30, OK?
There's no need to go to any trouble, Mum.
I'll have my dinner at Rover's.
It'll make up for the steak you missed out on yesterday.
Morning.
Morning. I've not lost your custom then?
Why should you lose my custom?
Well, you lost mine.
I'm not one to bear a grudge, Rita.
Oh, I'm sorry, Rita. I'm really sorry.
It's okay.
Only, you see, Emily had one of her migraines. I had to go and get a prescription.
It's okay.
Well, I thought I got bags of time, but that pharmacist
Norris,
talked about...
it's okay.
All right.
Norris.
Oh, hello.
Could I have a quick word?
Yes. Yes, of course.
I'm sorry if I was a bit over the top last night.
Oh, not at all.
No, some of the things I said, they were nasty and unnecessary. And I apologise.
It's all right.
Well, the fact is, you had been trying my patience.
Yes, I know, and I'm sorry, Richard.
So, do we understand each other now?
Absolutely. No, I've made a bit of a fool of myself, haven't I? I've allowed my overactive imagination to run away with me. Well, like I say, I'm sorry, Richard.
No hard feelings?
No hard feelings, eh? And best of luck with the flats.
Thank you.
You know, it's the last week of term. I could take a couple of days off if you want.
Oh, well, I'm sure you wouldn't be missed. But there's no need to, not on my account. I'll be fine once I'm in the house. Archie'll probably call round later.
Yeah, he was supposed to be bringing you home, if you remember.
Well, is it his fault he was too busy this morning? He can't pick and choose when his clients depart. He's not a travel agent.
Come on, the coast's clear now.
I'm sorry about that, Audrey, but I did tell her I'd be tied up at the Kreml morning.
Archie, listen, a man in your line of work cannot go skulking around like this. It's very off-putting for people.
I know.
Well, I mean, Mrs. Rotherham thought you were on a stakeout.
Well, it's just that Blanche seems to think, because of her little accident, it's brought us sort of, well, closer together somehow.
Well, you're just going to have to put her out of her misery, aren't you?
Well, I don't like to kick her while she's down.
Archie, you stare death in the face all the time. You deal with the broken-hearted and the bereaved every day. Surely you can look Blanche Hunt in the eye and tell her she's dumped.
You're right. It's time I did the deed.
Ashley? Have you forgotten your dinner?
I said I was having it here.
I've done it now. And Maxine's waiting to start. And that doesn't look like a balanced meal.
I've ordered a butty.
We need you to come home. We can't find the key to the back gate.
So?
Les has been trying to get in all morning. If it doesn't turn up, he'll have to bring the turf through the front. And Maxine will go mad if he makes a mess of the carpet.
Oh, you don't want to, Ashley.
Will someone finish that off for us?
See you, mate. See you, Ash.
What about your butty?
Someone to see you.
Archie, I knew it'd be you. I've been expecting you.
Right, well, I'll get off to work.
Good idea.
Yes, but before I do, is there anything that you need?
No, thank you. Archie is quite capable of attending to my needs, aren't you?
Well, I can't stay long.
Right, well, I'll get you something special for your tea.
There's no need to. Archie and I will be dining out tonight. It's on me. My way of saying thank you.
I'm not sure that's a good idea, Blanche.
Are you still here?
I'm on my way. Bye.
I thought we might take a drive in the country. It'll be like old times. Oh, I'm so glad we're over our little rocky patch.
Look, Blanche, I think you're misreading the situation.
You don't think it was a rocky patch?
I don't think we're over it.
Why not?
Well, after your accident, I was worried about you as a friend, and I wanted to help, but that's all, you see. I don't think we can ever be, well, what we were, you know, an item. I'm sorry, but it's best that you know where you stand.
That's a nice way to talk to an invalid.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean...
Yes, I know what you meant, and if that's what you want, then it's your loss. So, what would you like me to do? See you to the door? Only it's a bit difficult. I'm crippled with pain, you see. But don't let that worry you.
I'll see myself out.
I think you should.
was your morning?
Okay. Yours?
Oh, you know, quiet. Showed a couple around the flats.
Oh, were they interested?
Well, that's hard to tell. But before not very long, they'll all be sold. And we'll be sitting pretty.
We're sitting pretty already.
Couldn't be prettier.
What I mean is, had a chat with my mum last night.
Oh, yeah? What about?
She's made a will.
Well, I should hope so, too.
And I'm the main beneficiary. Felt a bit weird about it, actually.
Oh, come on, Gail. Your mum's got years ahead of her yet. She'll outlive us all.
When you add it up, she's worth nearly £250,000. And she wants me to have it when she's gone.
You won't need it. Not while I'm around.
Oh.
A few years' time, $250,000 will seem like peanuts.
You're not marrying me for my money, then?
Absolutely not.
You must have had it yesterday.
Mum, don't you know where you put it?
Well, if I could, I'd find it and open the gate with it, wouldn't I?
I'll break the lock for you if you want.
No, don't do that.
It'll turn up.
Well, it's a bit late now anyway. This is the last roll. I'm just bringing them through for now. I'll start laying tomorrow. All right, Dolov?
Fine, Les.
OK.
Mum, can you do the front first? Try and have us dinner here.
Oh, OK, love.
I can't put up with this much longer.
Well, it's not going to be forever, is it?
You'll never guess what I've just sucked up.
Wasn't the key in the back gate by any chance, was it?
I must have dropped it on the floor without realising. Oh, you can get it out of the dust bag for me once I've finished.
This can't go on any longer. She's going back, see, Dad, if I've got to drag her there myself. Then they can sort it out. There's no way she's staying here any longer.